Hi everybody, how are you? This is Liza Perks from Perks Hotels Enhanced Life Coaching. So today I want to educate you all as part of our Perks Hotels team, a process that stops you from wasting precious time on your phone and computer so you can be more productive and have more time doing the things that you really want to do. So do you find that you have a task and suddenly you feel that it's time to check your YouTube, or you want to find out what Cousin Steve's doing this weekend? So I know we all do it, but it can be a real pain when we get caught in the rabbit hole of social media and we just lost 15 minutes and the task is still waiting for us. If only we didn't check the phone and did the task instead, we probably would still be now doing something else that's probably even more important. Probably think it'd be impossible to happily put your phone down or not get distracted with annoying emails that just waste your time. And did you know that if you save 10 minutes a day, it's equivalent to one full business week per year? So I got really interested in human behaviour a couple of years ago when I studied NLP in Sydney, and I learned heaps of life hacks, and one of them was it is possible for us to be amazing and effective and efficient. And I really want to share with you some cool stuff that will help you in your work life and your private life so you can save heaps of time and actually do what you really want to do. So here is step number 1. So is the task a hell yes or a hell no? So the email task is either a yes or a no. Now if it's a no, then just don't do it. Ask yourself if the email or the task is essential. And if there are 5 tasks and you only have time to do 2, then ask yourself if the task is a hell yeah or a hell no. If you perceive the task as something that you would be nice to do, then just don't do it. And it takes 66 days to form a habit. So step number 2, effective email management. So close the email icon and block times in the day that you look at the emails and text messages, and block times when you're not looking at the emails or text messages. So turn off all notifications other than the ones that you absolutely need to see, and don't respond to emails immediately, otherwise people will always expect a response from you quickly, which could lead to stress. The principle is to touch emails once so you don't get overwhelmed. So there is apps that you can use that will organise your time when it comes to notifications, and one of them is called Freedom, but there's many. So you could just go onto the App Store and download one of them. The third step is 3 options for an email. So only read the email if you intend to do something with the email. And so 3 options with an email is number 1, read and delete or file the email. Number 2 is read and respond immediately. Number 3, read and set a task and action later, maybe the next day or even later. The key is to not open an email unless you're willing to take one of those 3 steps. The next step is what to do with those emails. So the goal of the inbox is to get the emails deleted or moved, and the goal is to have an empty inbox at the end of the day. So put your actions to your calendar and schedule the job. And aim to email or limit email checking to 1, maybe 2 to 3, but no more than 3 times a day. Scheduling it done. So take those weekly tops and schedule it in the diary as a to-do list. Choose essential tasks from the master list and then schedule. And don't allocate more than 4 hours per day above the line. So above the line means things that we're working on, the big picture, big global things that have come from your tops. They're pretty intense. So 4 hours a day focusing on them could be quite exhausting. So we suggest to start maybe on 2 hours a day on focusing on those tops, and then you can build up. Working above the line is a muscle and it does need to be practiced. Working below the line is more strategic part of it. So it's more the fine tuning and the small little tasks that can lead to a big one. And above the line is the business part. So protecting your schedule and be careful of distractions. Next step is the 90-10 principle. So this productivity tip looks at how we spend our time and manages our energy. Many people think about time management when talking about productivity, but with this concept, we focus on energy management. So segment each day into 90-minute blocks of time to do whatever is required of you. Work solidly for 90 minutes on one thing and one thing only, not trying to multitask. Then spend 10 minutes resting and recuperating. Stand up, walk away from the desk, completely disengage the mind, and this will have two effects. Leave the desk completely, disengage the mind. This will have two effects. Number one, brings a rush of oxygen and energy into the body. And number two, allows your unconscious mind to start working on the problems and creative process with what you're trying to do. And you'll see an increase in productivity, creativity, stamina, and focus. So the next step is what a normal 90-day looks like. So this is a frame. I understand this is not a general hospitality frame, but depending on what part of the venue and hotel you're working and where, it could be. So it's a suggestion. So let's say you come to work at 9 o'clock till 9:30, and then you'll be looking at your daily planning. You'll be perhaps involved in a daily huddle, and there could be some recurring tasks that you need to touch base with. Then from 9:30 to 9:40, there'll be some emails. 9:40 to 10:30, there'll be some focusing on your work time. That's the above the line stuff. And then from 10:30 to 10:40, we'll have a break that I was talking about. Walk away, have a stretch, cup of tea, have a chat. And then from 10:40 to 12:10, again, more focused work time number 2, focusing on those big above the line stuff. From 12:10 to 1:10, it's your lunch break. And from 1:10 to 1:20, more email checking. And have another look at the emails just for a short while. From 1:20 to 2:40, again, focusing on work time number 3. Again, focusing on those big tops, the big above the line. 2:40 to 2:50, another little break, have a stretch, have a chat, walk around. And 2:50 to 4:10, focusing work time number 4, focusing on those big above the line tops. 4:10 to 4:20, have a little break. And 4:20 to 5:30, emails and focus work time number 5 towards the end of the day. And closing off any tops that need to be looked at, ready for the next day. So the last thing I wanted to say is saving time is your biggest commodity. A saving of 10 minutes a day is equivalent to 1 full business week per year. So how much time could we save per day and per year across the board if we became an effective executor? We could be amazing at being effective and efficient. So I've just given you all the inside information on how to save time and frustration on prioritising your work so you get the most out of your day so you can feel totally productive and self-satisfied. And if you're serious about finding more about life hacks and how to get the best out of your day at work and home, then follow me with more info on this platform. And if you have something that you would like me to present to you, send me a message and I'll create a presentation specifically on that subject for you. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Look forward to seeing you at the very next training. Thanks. Bye.